Don't care about your feelings, but you can clearly leave those in the comment section. I just need somebody to make me understand as a woman, how is it possible that you're going to be in a relationship with some strange guy that you know that is popular, that's a celebrity, that can pretty much have any woman in the world? How is it possible that you yourself, being educated and knowledgeable, don't decide to go out there and get an STI checkup with the person that you want to have relations with? How is that possible? And then you get surprised when you end up getting an STI from said guy. How? Who is that to blame? Of course, you can sit up there and blame the dude for sitting up there doing whatever he is and not revealing what it is that he got. But you should have had your best interest at the forefront, because you already know that that guy is not going to care. You come a dime a dozen. He can have any woman that he wants out here, but he's just with you for the moment. He just decided to stop his bus here. And because he saw you when he was picking up some ho-hos, he was like, oh, well, you here, I'm here. Let's see what it is. But you allowed this guy, who you stated was your first, to basically enter inside of you unprotected. And you, quote unquote, ended up with an STI from him. Wow. Color me surprised. Color me surprised. Like I said before, it would be great. It would be so great if people would take responsibility for themselves and their own actions. Because at the end of the day, I'm just going to be honest, this is on you. Because as a woman, you should have sat up there and had yourself first. You should have had your own protection, your own well-being, your own safety, all of that. You should have put all of that first before trying to sit up there and put him first. Putting him first is what got you in this predicament of you ending up with an STI from him, supposedly. And now, it is what it is. Now you're marked. GG. Like I said before, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. People out here must like playing Russian roulette and blindfolded and doing just any and everything. Like I said before, and I keep telling people, like, yo, if you want to be doing stuff, protect yourself. Because other people are not going to protect you from yourself. They're not going to do it. They're not going to protect you from being stupid. They're going to allow you to be stupid. That's clearly what he let you do. You heard about the rumors the first time when you questioned him about another STI, but you still decided to go past that and to try to further a relationship with him. Like I said before, it's only so many times that you can sit up there and blame somebody for being themselves. But how many times after that are you going to continue to still blame that person before you take responsibility on deciding to still be with that person? Whatever. New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2-year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you.
Hey guys, look, I just wanted to tap in really quick. I just got this feeling, man, that this summer is it's about to be a white boy summer. Take it how you want.
Famed DJ Diplo could face charges after a woman claims he gave her chlamydia and recorded her while they had intercourse without her permission, then shared the video with friends. Diplo's ex, Shelly August, made the criminal complaint to the Los Angeles Police Department back in October 2020, and a spokesperson for the Los Angeles City's Attorney's Department also stated that as of Tuesday, they are now considering criminal charges. Quote, "We are reviewing the referral and have no further comment at this time." Diplo's accuser has not been named by the LAPD or prosecutors, but the details of the allegations match those made by August, who had previously gone on record with her claims. Diplo, whose real name is Thomas Wesley Pence, was sued by August for battery, defamation, and fraud back in October 2020 and has reportedly denied the allegations that August, age 25, has made against him. She has also accused him of forcible intercourse with her at a Las Vegas hotel room after one of his concerts, although the allegation does not form part of the criminal complaint against him. California law considers knowingly passing on a STI and recording an explicit video without a partner's consent as a misdemeanor. The civil filing accuses Diplo of battery, assault, defamation, and fraud. August said that she came forward after Diplo hired a private investigator to contact her and scare her out of sharing disgusting details she knew about him. In the suit, August claims that the 42-year-old performer first contacted her on Twitter when she was just 17 and solicited her for nude photos. They went on to exchange explicit images before meeting in person for the first time back in 2018 when she was then 21. She claims that after she moved to Los Angeles, Diplo really began pursuing her for intercourse by sending unsolicited graphic photos of himself in different situations. The court documents also allege that August confronted Diplo about the rumors he had herpes. He cut off all communications with her. But after they reconciled a year later in 2019, she claims she gave into the pressure and lost her virginity to Diplo. She also alleged that Diplo recorded videos of their encounters despite her telling him she didn't want that, and tried to coax her into a threesome with a girl she believes was underage at the time. After August declined the threesome, she stated that he forced himself on her as she tried to fight him off. Not long after, she states that she was diagnosed with chlamydia and believes she got it from Diplo because she states that he was her only sex partner at the time. In her original filing, August added, quote, "I was caught off guard and shocked when respondents sent me unsolicited videos of him engaging in acts with other females in or about the time of October of 2018. I sternly told the respondent that I did not want him to ever record us engaging in these activities." After claiming to have been contacted by private investigators hired by the DJ, the woman then states that she felt threatened and intimidated. In her Twitter thread, she detailed allegations on October 26th that August alleged that Diplo took explicit footage of her without her consent. Quote, "I specifically asked him not to, and his reply was, 'F it, I'm recording this.'" She also claims that he hired a private investigator to contact her after they got into an argument, saying that he wanted to scare her so that she wouldn't share the details about him. The private investigator stated to me that he knew my address, he knew my parents' address, and that he knew my place of work as well as my parents' place of work. Quote, "Take that as you may, but most people will take it as a threat." In another tweet, August wrote, quote, "I never had the will or intention of exposing Diplo, being that I did not want all of the years I invested into speaking and hanging out with him to go in vain or in nasty. But I slowly started to realize he is a huge manipulating liar / gaslighter who preys on young women of all races, to be honest, but primarily young, naive women of color." Diplo's attorney, Brian Freeman, to be clear, in no way has my client violated any law. In fact, he has reportedly made it clear that he wanted nothing to do whatsoever with this person. August first published the accusations on Twitter in October. Shortly afterwards, a nude image of her appeared on the site that was published by users she believes was acting on the behalf of the DJ in an attempt to humiliate and silence her. August successfully obtained a restraining order to stop the artist from distributing any more, quote, "revenge videos." A judge also instructed Diplo to identify anyone he may have sent the images to and get express written permission from his accusers to further distribute any images. And this is what Diplo and his attorney had to state. He claims that August had been publishing nude images of him across social media in addition to sending them to some of his ex-lovers, including the mother of his children, Catherine Lockhart. In December, Diplo requested a judge sign a temporary restraining order, or a TRO, against August, citing assisted harassment of him and his family. In the filing, Diplo claimed that he and Shelley first met in 2018 when they immediately began exchanging nude photos and videos of each other, which he stated was expected to remain private. The artist also conceded in the following that he and the woman had intercourse on a numerous different occasions, insisting that it was always consensual. However, at this point in 2020, Diplo said that his relations with August soured, which is when he claimed that she began distributing explicit images of them both and together without his written consent and or permission. The allegations made by Diplo strongly resembles those made by August in her filing. Correcting other reports, August shared a screen grab on Instagram showing that both restraining orders were disposed, claiming that both parties decided to make a private agreement and told the courts that they did not want to proceed. The Twitter thread filed with the allegations of misconduct by Diplo came as he was hit with backlash over his relationship with a 19-year-old TikToker named Quinlan Blackwell. Blackwell announced that she was living with the artist, 23-year-old her senior, in a video that went viral as critics remarked that he is way too old for her. She defended herself by stating that Diplo was more than a father figure to her than a romantic pursuit, as he insisted that they are only friends. That same month, rapper Azalea Banks accused Diplo of predatory behavior on a podcast. Quote, "I used to have intercourse with Diplo when I was 17. Diplo definitely found me on MySpace. I always gave him credit launching off my career, but yeah, I had to give him some intercourse in order to do it. He's always been preying on young ethnic girls. Diplo would have been in his early 30s at that time." Rapper MIA, who dated Diplo for 5 years, had accused him of emotional abuse. August has many tweets on Instagram posts regarding her accusations against Diplo, including text messages she claimed were sent by the DJ and other accusations against the DJ from other women. The police investigation and its submission of prosecutors who are considering criminal charges reveal a new level of scrutiny for the allegations made against the celebrity DJ. Unpopular opinion. Well, I'm just going to commonly state that people need to read the instructions on the boxes or the ingredients before they decide that they want to put their hand in the box and ingest whatever is actually there, because that's clearly what took place here, right? So you had a back and forth. The first woman stated that, hey, he was talking to me way back, when I was in high school, right? Which, for all intents and purposes, should not be happening. But I digress on that. So that talking continued. And then she obviously continued through 18, through 19, through 20, and then ended up coming to the year where she was 21. And they finally met. They talked some more. And they had, relations. And, in between then, they had some discrepancies, disagreements and different things of that nature. So they separated. And then it came right back together again. And then, more things basically transpired. So I'm a little bit confused. If you heard rumors of a guy potentially having an STI, why would you then still continuously pursue him? How would that be beneficial to you to put your body and your life at risk? All over, I guess, what, money, trinkets, gifts, the little toy that comes inside of a Happy Meal. Like, I'm a little bit confused and I'm a little bit baffled when it comes to stories like this. Because the main thing that my mother told me, right, when I was younger, was that nobody's going to look after you and nobody's going to care more for you than yourself. So it is of your own best interest to look after and to protect yourself when going out here and having dealings with other individuals, because those other individuals do not necessarily care about you. They don't care about your life. They don't care if you get sick. They don't care about anything, right? They only care about what it is that you can do at this moment in time that can specifically benefit them when they need you. So yet again, I ask, what was her real purpose after she already knew for the fact, strike one, he was a grown adult, basically, text messaging you at a certain age. Then number two, you ended up, talking to him again, and you confronted him about rumors. Things didn't really go as planned, and then you guys basically stopped talking. Then, all was forgiven. People came back together amicably and all this other good stuff. And then you guys formed a relationship. And now you state through that last relationship that you had with him, aka strike three, you then ended up getting an STI from him because he was the one that basically took your virginity. Wow. Wow. When I say that it comes to a point in time where I cannot feel sorry for a person, it comes to that point in time due to the fact that you had 3 strikes. You already had a first strike. That should have been the most glaring strike. Should have been the most glaring strike out of everything. But yet again, this came down to the fact of you're dealing with a woman, or I'm sorry, during that time frame, you were dealing with a teenager. right? Who did not have the necessary information about what it is that makes a woman, right? She didn't have that type of knowledge about respect, love of self, and her own value, right? And as I've stated to women before, this is when women come in and instill a lot of that knowledge onto younger women so that they don't end up in circumstances like this. Because a lot of older women out here who have already went through these trials and tribulations and being viewed as an object, all of these women could very easily impart this knowledge onto their nieces, their daughters, their the friends and family and different things like that. They can very easily impart that knowledge so that these women won't have to look for that knowledge, right, in older men who are only there to specifically, in a sense, use them for only one thing. All of this can be circumvented, but yet again, that's not what happened here. And this is yet again why this was allowed to take place, because you didn't have certain women in place in order to give this young woman certain important information so that she could basically start off in life and be able to read guys before they even step foot directly into a line of sight, before they were even able to DM her or what have you. And now you have number two, right? So he's already going through litigations. He already has some things, filed, or his lawyers are basically working on dealing with the previous relationship that he's had. And now you have this young girl who is a singer, artist, whatever it is, and she is basically living with Diplo, and she's stating that, oh no, it's nothing like that, and he's so busy, he's all over the world, they're just allowing me and looking over and being fathered. It's like, all right, okay, whatever you want to say. Like I said before, this is when I look at stuff like this and I keep track of it, and usually things like this come back to bite people. And this is when I say that I don't feel sorry for people, because if you already had a black woman go through some things, if you already had a black woman before her also list some things and saying that how his behavior is specifically going after certain ages and also certain types of women, if you have all that information out here, but yet you still decide to go directly towards this guy, I, as a guy, cannot feel sorry for you if anything happens, because you already have previous women tell you what it is. They already let you know what it is. They already told the public about it. So it is impossible. It is impossible to be this stupid. It is impossible. Like I said before, some people will put money in a career over their safety and their bodies. Some people out here will put money in a career and fame over their safety and their bodies. So like I said, for the black women out here that are specifically going after this guy, and you already know what it is because you got other black women who have told you what it is, if you still decide to go out here and pursue this guy, do not expect anybody to feel sorry for. I'm sorry, you're going to have some people feel sorry for you, but don't expect black men to feel sorry for you. Don't. Just don't. Because like I said, stupid is as stupid does. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And like I said, people must like a lot of stupid prizes. People like to play Russian roulette. They like to play very dangerous games. And then on top of that, how is it possible as a woman, you don't go out here and get a person that you're with, y'all both go to the clinic or whatever, and go get a test done? How is this even possible? How is this possible? It's like, whatever, man. I'm done with it. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.